Hello, one and all! Back to Campaign 9, Kindred Blood. I'm your host, Verenity Void, and this here is Part 8. Had to restart this recording because I forgot a little something that I had to edit in the game, and that being Bunyoro being able to form Kitara. That is long overdue. And the Congo nation being able to be reformed. Tio will be forming that right away. I can guarantee it. And same with Bunyoro as soon as they are at peace. With that being said, we had quite a few changes from the last part. I'll try and keep this short and sweet. 5837 off-screen formed Cascadia. Paradoxian Mexico is suffering the ravages of America combined with Consejo de la Lucha formed California. Wanakama formed Peru, and the Lost Legion are tearing apart Guaycuru, as well as any semblance of ale corks on South American soil. Songhai is winning against Jollof. Mogadishu is being torn apart, bit by bit. Yemen is resurgent, and what can only be surmised as the peak of the Numerids and then the fall of the Numerids last part. Because in the last part, Kemet declared war on the Numerids, but lost a huge chunk of land in the Levant and even in mainland Egypt. But however, the Numerids had no... Baghdad broke the alliance, I'm guessing, and it wasn't long before Insubres declared war on the Numerids alongside Baghdad. And the Numerids stood no chance. Baghdad took over most of the Levant, and Insubres took over a little bit of the Numerids. And because Kemet is allied to Insubres, they were able to retake some land in Egypt. Not all of it. The Numerids still hold two provinces, two really good provinces, but you know, it's something. SFMF was beaten back by Baghdad. Baghdad also took over Mazandaran, and then SFMF also lost to Yemen. However, it was not all bad news. SFMF won a war against Yayoi, who is relegated back to Diego Garcia. Shanada, once again, got into like a never-ending war with Theonada, so I had to white piece that. Inazuma threw down the gauntlet and fucking said, "Let's go, Nanbu, you're toast," and effectively just formed Japan in one fell swoop, taking over every single part of Nanbu's main Japanese possessions, as Nanbu is now relegated to Manchuria. The last of the Ukrainians are being torn apart by Karadel alongside... Well, no, it's just Karadel, but Altai is ready to back up Karadel should they need it. The Cossacks just weren't enough this time around. And Gungthang, as much as they have tried, there was no allies for them, and Kalahandi, combined with Sumru, have been tearing apart Gungthang one war after another. The next most pivotal war here is between Bijapur and Shera. Shera wants more of the Deccan. They want Melanadu back. But Sheran technology may or may not overcome the quantity of Bijapur and the great satraps. Shera has a great general, a 4-5-5-1. Bijapur has a great one, 5-4-3-0. And the satraps have a great one, 4-6-4-2. So it's going to come down to, who's got the initiation, who's got the better quality and all that. Let's see the quality comparison. The satraps have a little bit more discipline, way less morale, and just a teensy bit less tactics. So indeed, Shera is able to outclass both Bijapur and the satraps with regards to quality. It very much is going to come down to if Bijapur and the satraps can cooperate against Shera, really, or just wear down Shera's manpower, because Shera does not have any manpower, really. They are. That's one thing they lack, and if the wars, I mean, if the battles just bleed them out of manpower that they cannot reinforce with, eventually they will lose the war. Like, sure, Bijapor's taking losses there. It's to be expected. The satraps are taking losses. But Sherda is losing troops that they cannot reinforce. I guess we'll see what happens in just a little bit. The Flanders realm is still under Auvergne, but that Liberty Desire is going down. If that Liberty Desire gets below 50%, then Auvergne is going to be really, really powerful. However, with power comes great responsibility, of course, and they will have to focus attention both on the east and the west of Europe. And I'm not sure they'll be able to do that. Free Smart is looking to conquer the rest of Ireland, and I don't see how they get stopped. Ireland, I think it's the end. Let me also see the current wars. America is now just taken to the sword, just mano y mano. Shamastraf is, carving up Mogadishu, and Aelcorks is going after the Lost Legion. Really? You think you can take on the Romans? I don't think you know who you're messing with, Aelcorks. I really don't think you do. Yep, we have Congo here. Tio has formed Congo. And then, like I said, as soon as that war with Mogadishu is done, Bunyoro is going to form Kitara. Yeah, Aelcorks, it's just... Unless you hard dedicate your whole army to South America, you're not going to win that war. It's just that simple. How's the war going over here? Bijapur is suffering greatly. And Sherda's looking like they're not bleeding out from the battles. It looks like this time around, the South Indians may have bested the northern... northern, not northern, the Central Indians. You know, Bijapur being of Dakhni culture in the Deccan. Okay, so Sherda lost that one battle, but I mean, Bijapur's getting fully occupied. It's going to take a while to retake that if they end up doing so. Gungthang lost the war against Kalahandi, and it's just, there's no refuge for them. There's no ally they can reach out to that's Buddhist. Like, I'm pretty sure Gungthang is the only Vajrayana tag in this campaign. Sherda once again bleeding out more troops there. They got 15k. And there is peace. Bijapur yielded those same 5 provinces they lost before. Or maybe it was 6. But, yeah. Good on Sherda. They were able to use their technological superiority. And they did wonders with it. Despite being outnumbered in terms of manpower, it's like they did well. The Ukrainians are just barely holding out. Just barely. Do you have Cossacks in your army? You do. You have a lot. Nothing but Cossacks. But you're over your force limit. You're in debt. I think that the Ukrainians are just descending into anarchy. Oh, Auvergne is saying, you know what? I've had enough of your shit, Aelcorks. It's time to die. So, I'm not sure what Aelcorks plans to do. Mondstadt is in this as well. And now, just... You got yourself tangled in a war in South America. You're losing that one. And now, signs of weakness. Auvergne said, hey, Mondstadt, let's curb stomp him. The capital is already down. The dagger is being pushed deeper into the chest of Aelcorks. One can only imagine what is in store for Takra should things get worse. Well, like, should Alvern gain more and more power in Iberia. They will be relying heavily on Zapadoslavia. In fact, you know what? Let's take a look at Aelcorx's fourth national idea, the Blue Shield privileges. The veterans of our myriads of wars, the Blue Shields, have long been marginalized in society after their tenure's end. Ghastly gazes, societal withdrawal, odd looks, and occult tendencies are having oft been cited as reasons for this discrimination in the past by commoner and clergymen alike. Having been forced to provide welfare to them on account of rioting soldiers and officers, we've recently been witnessing unprecedented societal developments in our land. The soldiers fight assured of their and their families' well-being, and this law has often been used as groundwork for new legislation in regards to welfare and people's rights in our kingdom, which has made our people content with our rule. As much unrest as you're getting from that, it's unrest reduction, that is. It's not going to be enough, Aelcorx, I'm afraid. As Mondstadt and Alvern are just sweeping through. And the Samnites have declared a war. So Samnium is at war with Bosnia and Takra, and Bosnia is at war with Samnium and Insubres. Insubres, like I said, they're not a pushover. They have 75k. They're quite powerful. And Takra, where are your forces? You have about 40k on the floor. Are you able to do anything? I'm going to read your national idea as we wait to see what happens. In fact, Takra is in a little bit of debt. Lessons of the Great Turmoil. In the early 13th century, an untimely aneurysm and the shoddy framework of our succession laws led to the greatest period of strife in Ocraudia ever since the collapse of the First Empire more than 1,000 years ago. Our thriving empire crumbled at the seams overnight as the authority of our region came under jeopardy, and local governors and ambitious generals off in the far-flung regions of the empire splintered off to form their own rump kingdoms and play pretend empires, either in an attempt to assert their independence or to lay claim to the imperial throne and the holy city of Takra itself. And we see Takra is getting its ass handed to it in battle. Through blood and tears and more than 100 years was the strife put to a definitive end, but by then we had been reduced to little more than the imperial core itself. Even so, our diligent lawmen and the court and the remnants of our empire have all learned from our brutal past, and are more than ready to tackle the underlying issue behind that tragedy. Let it be rectified, then and never again repeated. As much as Takra's national ideas are great, like militarily, they're pretty fucking good. It's not going to work, and it didn't work, as they lost that war with Bosnia at their side. I don't think Takra lost any land, but the Samnium is in the Balkans firmly. Bosnia is dead in the water. And Takra just they're relying on Zapadoslavia at this point. Baghdad seems to be readying up for an attack. They are allied with Hejaz and Bukhara. Let's see these wars. Japan going after Nanbu. Socotra is a hot commodity. Alvern is still tearing into Aelcorx. Songhai is looking to finish off Jolof. Yemeni conquest of Wusta against Yayoi. So basically Yemen is trying to go for South Arabia. But Yemen has to go after Shamasraf because Yayoi has allied Shamasraf, which is really weird that Shamasraf would do such a thing. Oh my god, Shamasraf has the discipline by a long shot. Yemen has more morale, but Shamastrov also has the tactics. So Yemen, it's not going to be of any use there. Also, Yemen is really good in military tech. They are one tech ahead of their enemies in Shamastrov. Bunyoro formed Kitara. And what else? What else do we got? Oh, that's right. The Flanders realm is underneath Alvern, which is why we're seeing Aelcorks try to do something in the east. But, I mean, I don't think it's going to be worth much. I wonder... Oh, Japan has already finished. Japan had no mercy on Nanbu, completely annexing it. And, yeah, Japan, formed by Inazuma, is just about whole. Like, there's... Sure, there's uncolonized pieces of land on Honshu and shit, but there's no more daimyos opposing this theocratic empire of Japan. Baghdad, Kemet. Kemet is at war with Shamastrov as well. Oh yeah, because Yemen is at war. So Kemet is sending in troops too. I completely did not, forgot that. But Shamastrov, oh there it is. I was going to say, Shamastrov is looking like they're just winning all of these battles. But Yemen got reinforcements just in time. Where are the forts in Shamastrov, if I may ask? So right here. And I think just the capital, right? Is there a fort map mode? There must be. There it is, fort level. Okay. There's your fortifications for East Africa. Right here and right here. And it's just looking like Shamastrov cannot hold off everything from every direction. From the east and from the north. They're getting worn thin. Sure, Kemet lost that battle. Yemen is losing other battles. But it's just slowly eating away at the manpower of Shamastrov. And Yayoi can't really do anything to help because they're just on Diego Garcia. They don't have much to help with. Will the capital of Shamastrov fall? Maybe, maybe not. A valiant effort from Pepsi's submission. But unfortunately, Yemeni staying power wins the day here. Do they want land? Oh, you bet your ass they do. They want land from the dwarves. And Songhai defeated Jolaf, annexed stuff on the coast, and now Songhai wants some stuff in Nupe. They're on the same tech level, but Nupe just needs to see if they can win battles. What's the quality difference? Discipline is Songhai, morale is Songhai, and even the tactics. So Nupe, I don't believe they will be getting out of this one. Alvern pieced out with Aelcorks, and yeah, they took northern Iberia, the coast of Asturias, some land in North Africa, and Aelcorks is now facing two more wars. Freesmart is going after Sugla, right over here, and Insubres is going after Naxos. So it is looking like the sun is setting on Aelcorks. And for some reason, Takra was at war with Aelcorks too. That's how they got some land, like right here. Which is odd, but interesting. What else do we got going on? Oh shit! Even Zapadoslavia is in this against Aelcorks. That's terrible. Wanakama is going after Guekuru. It is just cleaning off the remnants of Guekuru in South America, unfortunately. Paradoxian Mexico, suffering the ravages of the Sunni Serbians. Free Smart has established Acadia. The capital of Ailcorks is going to be falling to Free Smart. And credit where credit is due. Shamasrov isn't backing down. They just sent back another army of Kemet. But they cannot contest Yemen sieging down Aksum. And once that siege goes through, it's pretty much GG for the dwarves over here. I mean, for this war. They're obviously not going to get fully annexed from this war. Just been doing a lot. I recorded part 7 earlier today. So my voice is a little tired, and I'm going to try and record part 9 after this, because I want to get as many parts recorded before Winds of Change releases, because as I'm recording this, it's just past midnight on May 8th, and Winds of Change comes out later this morning, so I have to prepare and, kind of see if I can roll back the version of EU4 and continue this campaign on the previous version and all that good stuff. Make sure the mods don't conflict anymore. Doge's Shattered Europa and all that. The headaches. Even the papacy is over here feasting on the corpse. Alright, seems like we're cooling down in terms of wars. Japan is straight up just going after Liyue. Like, no holds barred. Liyue and Yan, because Yan is a tributary. Inazuma is just throwing it down, saying, you know what, we're fucking ready. Let's do this. Oh, and Liang is going in on Liyue too. Liang was waiting for this. They were just like, yo, what? They're at war with Japan? Alright, let's go. And Great Shu is in this too. It's just like, it was a powder keg. Japan just had to unify to light the spark. And yeah, they're gonna be just charging through Yan and the northern portion of Liyue. And then Liang and Great Shu are just going to be going through the south. It's like, good luck contesting this. Like, here's one portion of the Liyue army. We are in the age of absolutism now. Where's your other army? They're on the same military. Okay, 14. Liang is at 15. Japan is at 15. Okay. Yeah, it's looking dire for Liyue. Even when they have the numbers advantage, Liang is just there to smash them down. It is brutal. Oh, and Liang is in a golden era too. Yeah, that'll help out. Liyue is battling Shu in the Tibetan lands. Liyue has the discipline. Morale is more or less the same, and tactics are the same, so it comes down to quality and quantity. Actually, that's what it always comes down to, isn't it? But Liyue lost the battle. Garzei is going to be going back in the hands of Great Shu, and the army of Liyue is tumbling down the stairs. Brutal stuff. And hey, we have Imansorks back. Welcome back to the stage. It's been a very long while since we've seen you around. Aelcorks has been thoroughly just tossed around, and it's just brutal. They've lost all of their land in the Aegean. You know how they had that land in Greece and Anatolia? Completely gone. Taken by others. And Insubres alongside Freesmart and Alvern, they're feasting. Samnite Conquest of Girgenti? Is that... Where is that at? Oh, it's right down here. So the papacy really doesn't have any help here. It's just the Livonian Order that's backing them, and the Livonian Order can't do anything from up there. And Ireland also was completely annexed. Freesmart has united the Isles. Rethel? Where's Rethel? What? Oh, wait, what? Who had Rethel before? Oh shit, I just noticed Fonzel was taken out. What in the hell? No one controls Rethel. Okay, so what is this? Aelcorks, were you allied with Fonzel? I have no idea what happened there, because I was too concentrated in East Asia. But yeah, Fonzel is dead. Killed by Mondstadt. And now Freesmart is just at war with Aelcorks. I have to believe Aelcorks threw an alliance to Fonzel. They got dragged into the war, but Fonzel was taken by Mondstadt, so now Freesmart is just at war with Aelcorks. Which is very, very strange. Sheda is at war with Bijapur. Bijapur was not able to get an alliance with the satraps again. And it's just... yeah. At war with Sheda and at war with Bijapur. So I think Sheda's just going to take over Bijapur. There's going to be no contest. Because they're on the same tech level, but Sheda just has more troops. It's as simple as that. And you know Shu wants some land. You know Liang wants some land. It's gonna go down for Liyue. It's interesting though, you know, Duck is having great success in Europe with Mondstadt, and is having some, you know, some okay success with Fontaine over here. And Mansorx is also going for the New World, should be noted. However, Liyue is having a tough time. Sumru, kind of neutral, they haven't been doing much. And then Inazuma is just like has its own crown after stealing it from Nanbu, or maybe carving it from Nanbu's bones. And yeah, just it's weird. Duck has had, with his 5 submissions, has had the weirdest of luck. But it's better than my luck. I will say that. So, Aelcorks... No, you're still at war. You're still at war. There's no one controls Rethel, so like there's nothing... No war score is gonna really change, I think. And Bijapur got cleaved up. Horrible, horrible stuff. But hey, good on Shida. They took advantage of the opportunity when it presented itself. I can't deny them that. Liyue Harbor, is it gonna go down? Could we see the final stand of Liyue? We might. We very well might. Liang is sieging down Beijing, and Great Shu is aiming for the heart. That's right, Duck. My dagger's pointed there, just ready to stab. Nupe, you need to just be ready for when Songhai comes around again. What's it called? Guekuru is now a tributary underneath Wanakama. And then Cascadia, you are a military republic. Just your national ideas, other than the military tactics plus +1, don't really like, they are not conducive to a very strong military. I'm curious to see what happens when they go to war, though. Consejo de la Lucha is not powerful. I fully admit that. They are very weak. Portuguese separatists in Freesmart. Freesmart, are you going to be able to do it? You going to be able to put them down? I like how last campaign we had fucking Norse. I think it was Norse Republic Portugal. It's just like, what the fuck is this? Where did you even come from? It was a complete fucking meme. Okay, so Liyue Harbor is safe for now, but it's under siege again, this time by Liang. Beijing has been taken over, and Japan has pieced out of the war. I don't know what what did you take? You didn't take anything. Okay. But it really was just like the spark that lit the fuse to completely explode Liyue, because Liang and Great Shu are dismantling it bit by bit. The harbor has been breached, and peace has been made. How many provinces did you lose? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 provinces. Those are some nice provinces on the coast. Remember, Su is a tributary beneath Liang, so they are getting some provinces back. But, I mean, Liyue, that was a pretty damning war, I must say. They're not out of the game, of course. They are still able to come back, but they're gonna need some luck, some big ally, something. Gongthang, once again, Kalahandi is wrapping around Gongthang's throat and choking it out like the snake it is. I wish there was something that that Gongthang could do, but there isn't. And rest in peace, Gongthang. You will be remembered. Kalahandi has officially taken over Gongthang. I thought they would get an ally eventually, but I guess just like Sumrian and Misha Iram, there was no ally to be had. Shamasraf did lose 1 province, or 2 provinces, to Yemen. It's not much, but it's something. And there's also no... Shamasraf has no more alliance. No more alliances, actually. Kemet, where are you colonizing? Okay. Still in your region. The Numairids are allied with Songhai of all tags. Which, okay, I guess. Sure. Any alliance is better than none. Iman Sorks is allied with Saleh. Saleh's only province is right here. Are they colonizing at all? They are. Over in North Africa. Got it. And Mzab might get land back from Samnium taking over some North African land if Samnium doesn't put down those rebels. Livonian Order is seeking to take out its anger on Karelia in Siberia, and Karadel is looking to snuff out the last of the Cossacks. Also, Aelcorks lost whatever hold it had in the Black Sea. So it really is just looking like Aelcorks is losing control of every part of the Empire. they have scattered holdings across the Indian Ocean and all that, but it's like, are they going to be able to hold on to it? Are they really going to be able to keep going? I'm not sure. Who is this? The new Mayrids are going to the New World? Excuse me. What the fuck? What is this? I don't even know anymore. Anyways, 16, we'll go like 1629. Yeah, we'll go like 1629, August. Mondstadt allied with Alverne and Baghdad. So it pretty much means Baghdad is invincible. Yeah, they have a lot of allies and they are strong as fuck. Friesmart is leading a crusade. This is a holy war against Samnium. And Samnium has been abandoned by Insubres. Oh no, they're in this war. No, what? Oh, so Friesmart declared war on Samnium. Okay. And then, because Insubres dishonored the call to arms, leaving Insubres with only a couple allies, Insubres has a war declared on it by Mondstadt. So Insubres is at war with Mondstadt, Alverne, and the Flanders realm. Samnium is at war with Friesmart and Zapadoslavia. Safe to say, Sekon's submissions are going to meet their fate. Oh, this is brutal. The two giants are just now bearing down on Insubres and Samnium. I don't foresee any good ends. Like, Insubres has a huge amount of troops, but Mondstadt just has more. They just have more troops. And Samnium has a decent amount, but it's Friesmart. Friesmart has a lot. And Zapadoslavia, they're no slouch either. The Italian peninsula is going to, like, be bathed in blood at this point. Seriously. There's gonna be so many fucking dead bodies. Yeah, Insubres, they won a battle there. Insubres doesn't have the discipline. They don't have the morale. They don't have the tactics. So this is very much just waiting for the end of the war. Damn, I did not think it was gonna be this decisive for Sekon's submissions to meet their fate. They've been doing really well. Really well. Don't get me wrong. They have surpassed my expectations completely, but it's just like, what do you do when the premier power of Central Europe bears down on you and the premier power of Western Europe bears down on you? I don't know what you do against that. Yep, Friesmart armies are just rolling through. And then August of next year, we'll wrap this here part 8. What other wars do we got going on? Just those two? It is just those two. Also, Team No Name is in this, but I mean, Team No Name is not a factor. They really are not a factor. Portugal is free! Oh my goodness. And it is Celtic Portugal. Fuck yes. Oh my god. What are we witnessing? Last campaign, it was Norse Republican Portugal. This time, it's Celtic Monarchy Portugal. They truly are the successors to the Lusitanians. Alright, we're almost at the end. Let's actually take a look. The Flanders realm, their armies, they're still really competent. They have great discipline, a little lacking on the morale, but they also have superior tactics as well. So it's too much for Insubres. A valiant effort by them and the Samnites, but it's just not enough. In the end, it's not enough. And here's where we will end it. In August of 1629. Baghdad is also going after the Numerids, trying to finish them off. And I have to imagine that Kemet is on the chopping block too, unfortunately. That is, if Yemen... No, even if Baghdad goes against Kemet in Yemen, I have to imagine Baghdad will roll through them. No problem. But that's going to be it for now. Quite a bit of changes, quite a bit of interesting happenings. Interesting things happening. There we go. Also, California does border Cascadia, so we'll see if there's a war brewing there soon. I think that's gonna do it for now, though. So, yeah, let's wrap it up with the standings. Oh, actually, there's a new institution. Let's take a look at that right quick. Global Trade spawned in 1600. It spawned in Lincolnshire. So Free Smart got a healthy dosage of Monarch points. Which, like, do they need any more? I was going to say good for them, but do they really need it? I don't think they do. But yeah, let's look at those standings. In first place is Free Smart. In second place is Mondstadt. In third place is Auvergne. In fourth place is Insubres. In fifth place is Samnium. In sixth place is Zapadoslavia. In seventh place is America. In eighth place is Baghdad. In ninth place is the West Indies. In 10th place is Alecorks. In 11th place is the Lost Legion. Excuse me. And in 12th place is Takra. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in part 9.